Hey everybody, this is Ryan, coming to you with another video. I was quite bored and I was looking on the internet. People are staying in, self-quarantine, I guess it's called. And I'm just amazed by these young people that they're on TikTok and they're on like different things. They know how to like use their cell phone and they do all these amazing things. It's really awesome and it makes me wish I was young again because they have so much energy and so much ambition and like I remember when I was young and I had like a lot of energy and ambition and we would do stuff on like computers. I mean, computers were super crappy. Like you couldn't do anything on a computer back then, but when we do something we'd be all like, "Wow, it's cool." And we'd laugh and it wasn't frustrating, but now um computers are really awesome. They do great. Cell phones do great and everything. But now it's just I get frustrated every time I go to do stuff. That's why I don't. That's why I don't do stuff because I know I want to do stuff, but then when I start getting into it, it's just like it's just frustrating and to me and a waste of time. It just doesn't seem like I'm having fun when I'm doing it, unless I was working with like some young people or like working with some like people that knew how to get it done, like do it. Then it would take the frustration out. Then I could just kind of direct and manage. That's kind of what I wish I could do. But anyways, my goodness, I just uh, I got a pimple over here. Yeah, I'm like I don't know. I'm feeling like I really am like in a zombie apocalypse. I'm becoming a freaking like quarantined person. So, anyways, who cares? I'm old now. It doesn't even matter, right? So, anyways, I was so bored, didn't know what to do, and I just said, you know what? I suck at the Bible. I suck at remembering scriptures. I don't even like reading it. I get bored all the time. But I said, you know what? Just pick up the Bible and read it. So I was like, all right. So I pick up the Bible and I read this, and it says, "Suddenly, a man in a synagogue who was possessed by an evil spirit began shouting, 'Why are you interfering with us?'" Okay, so I'll take you back a few scriptures. This is where I started, and it kind of drew me in because I was like, wow, this is totally like this is totally some spiritual stuff, and it just shows how Jesus is like he's in command of the spirits like we all wish we could be, you know. Maybe we have some spiritual gifts and stuff like that, but Jesus is like he's in command of them. So uh, so let me take you back a little bit. Okay, the beginning of this story, uh, Jesus casts out an evil spirit. So this is Mark. It's what this is in Mark 1:21. Okay, that's where it starts. It says Jesus casts out an evil spirit. Okay, so the reason why I want to show the scriptures because I'll tell you when I'm done if I remember. Well, I better tell it now because I probably won't remember. Um, the whole image of Jesus growing up, I think, has been distorted into believing that. For me, I always thought Jesus was like this really laid back, down to earth person that was like all peace and love and um, somebody who's super gentle, and that's what it says he was and everything. Um, but not when it comes to certain things, not when it comes to casting out spirits and stuff like that. No, Jesus is like, he's like a beast when it comes to casting out evil spirits. He's the master of it. He's the almighty master of casting out evil spirits. He's the pinnacle. He's the top dog, right? Okay, so here's how he casts out spirits. He casts them out boldly. He doesn't pray them out soft and innocent, right? It's not a soft and innocent pray them out type of thing, okay? Jesus is not like that, okay? Jesus is bold and he is freaking coming at that spirit with like a freaking canyon, okay? He don't mess around. Watch, I'll read it to you. Jesus and his companions went to the town of Capernaum. I can't pronounce these towns, but the real towns. Okay, when the Sabbath day came, he went into the synagogue and began to teach. Oh, it's the Sabbath day, so Jesus is going to get serious. And the people were amazed at his teaching, for he taught with real authority. He taught with real authority, quite unlike the teachers of religious law. So the teachers of religious law were very like, I don't know how they were. They were just all like serious and, whatever, all soft and quiet probably. Okay, but that's not how Jesus was. He was doing a new thing. He was different. People were amazed at his teachings, for he taught with real authority. Okay, quite unlike the teachers of religious law. Now I'm reading in a this Bible's not the it's not the what you call it, the King James Bible. So I like the King James Bible more because I could, not that I understand it better. It's more powerful. It seems like. Um, anyways, so verse 23. Suddenly, a man in the synagogue who was possessed by an evil spirit began shouting. Now, if you've ever been to a church, this happens sometimes at churches. People get possessed by evil spirits and they start shouting. Okay, I've known because been a part of I've been a part of one of those whatchamacallit. I've seen it. I've been a part of it. I had to hold a guy down one time with a group of people because this guy was possessed by an evil spirit. Um, and what's really funny is when it started to happen, when he started growling and everything, it was really weird because I already sensed it before it happened. Like, that was what was really crazy. I was reading the Bible, and this kid was talking to me about the Bible or something. We were having a conversation, and something in the spirit, I felt like my senses or something was telling me, like, something's about to happen. Get ready. And it did. This guy around the corner started growling, and it was really weird because everybody started praying. They didn't know what to do. They started praying, and I was like on the hunt. I was like on the hunt for this guy because I looked around and I saw everybody praying, and I'm just like, no, this ain't a time to pray. This is a time to take action. Like, this guy could have a gun. I don't know. He could hurt people. I don't know what's going on around that corner, but I hear growling in the wall, someone banging on the wall and growling. And I ran over there and I came around the corner, and there's these two guys fighting. Um, they're at each other's necks, and the one guy that was growling, he was like demon possessed, and so I grabbed the guy and I helped the other guy. Like, we wrestled him down and we were holding him, and this guy was he was growling at his teeth. Had spit coming out. He was foaming at his mouth. It was like hell. It was like something you would see out of a comic book where the evil guy is like super evil. Anyways, the guy came over to cast out the demon, and then he had to go get his oil, and it was crazy. I'm like, where are you going? I gotta get my oil. I'm like, shh, this guy is freaking ready to bite me. Anyways, but he went and he got the oil, and it worked. He came back, he slapped it on his head with the cross, and it worked. You could. It was amazing when the demon left him. He let out like a scream, and he just like collapsed. It was crazy. It was crazy. Anyways, um, so this types of things can happen in churches. I've seen it before many times, and so let me get back to what Jesus does. Okay. Suddenly, a man in the synagogue who was possessed by an evil spirit began shouting, "Why are you interested with us?" He's shouting, "Why are you interested with us?" It's the demon shouting. He's possessed. Um, why are you interfering with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One sent from God. Okay? Then this is what Jesus does. Jesus cuts him short. I like how they word it. Jesus cuts him short. So Jesus cuts him off, and he's like, "Be quiet. Come out of the man," he ordered. At that, the evil spirit screamed, threw the man into convulsion, and then came out of him. Okay, so that was it. Jesus didn't have to go hold the guy down. He didn't have to run to go get his oil. He didn't have to lay hands on him. He just said, "Be quiet. Come out of the man." And that was it. It was like, it, see, this is like, that's how much authority Jesus had. And I think that people nowadays could have authority like that. But it would be very rare, but I think that there is a possibility that somebody could have authority like that over evil spirits. But of all the exorcism things that I've seen, it seems like nobody does. It seems like it's a very rigorous process that takes usually anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes to cast out the demon. So, anyways, so Jesus is bold. Okay, he ain't messing around. Okay, he cut him short, said, "Be quiet, come out of the man." He ordered, and that was it. So amazed, amazement gripped the amazement gripped the audience, and they began to discuss what had happened. "What sort of new teaching is this?" they asked excitedly. It has such authority. It has such authority. They were amazed by the authority. So it has such authority. Even evil spirits obey his orders. Okay? Even evil spirits have to obey his orders. The news about Jesus spread quickly throughout the entire region of Galilee. Okay, so, anyways, I just picked this up and I just started reading it, and all of a sudden I was like, I got to make a video about this um, because what's been on my mind lately is another story of Jesus. What I've been wanting to tell is like a story where the disciples are all, they have to go into this town. I don't remember the story, but they have to go into this town, and they have to talk to the people. They have to do something. I can't remember what it was. I have to reread the story, so I got to look for it, and I don't feel like searching for it. Uh, but they asked Jesus, like, "What do we tell them? Like, uh, tell us what to tell them," and everything like that. And Jesus is like, "You'll know when you get there. You don't have to have anything, you know, pre-made or any type of thing to you know, like rehearse or anything. It's like you'll know when you get there." And that that teaching is one of my things that I really love, because it's like sometimes when we are going to go somewhere and we don't know exactly, like maybe it's your job or maybe it's whatever it is, and you don't really know what to expect. And Jesus says, "You'll know once you get there. Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it right now. Once you get there, you'll be fine." Okay? Especially if you're always, especially if you know the Bible, you know the Word of God, and you pray and you meditate and uh, you'll know, because Jesus teaches you that. He shows you that. He teaches you that. And knowing that teaching helps you so that you're not so like, "Oh, what do I say when I get there? What am I going to do? I'm not ready. I don't have things planned." No. Jesus is like, once you get there, you'll know. And then that's what usually always happens. You get there, you show up, people start talking to you, and you just start talking. And you don't even, you already got the knowledge. You've already, you're there and you're talking, and that's it. So I just thought that was a powerful story, because I remember a time when I felt like that. Like, like thinking too much before I get to a place. Like I have to have something rehearsed or something like that. Like I got to put on an act or a show, or I've got a script that I have to read, or I have to be knowledgeable or something. And the disciples were all worried. What should we tell them? This and that. And Jesus was like, just go. When you get there, you'll know. Like you'll know. And that's what happens. You get there, and the people start talking to you, and some say it's the Holy Spirit or just whatever previous training of being with Jesus or whatever. Just they knew, you know, everything worked out fine. So, anyways, that's just another video for me. Peace. I'm out. This is Ryan. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. All right. Have a good day.